You're such an asshole.
Asshole Consulting from Vegas. I should have set up the LLC here. I should have been. Oh, I gotta do work. I forgot. I gotta do something else. All right, never mind. That has nothing to do with it. AssholeConsulting.com. America's older brother, the world's only professional asshole. Come here if you have questions, and you act. Here's the difference. See, when you ask your teachers and your guidance counselors and your parents and your liberal Democrat, politicians, when you ask them questions, you don't really want the truth. You want them to tell you what feels good. You don't like Steve Harvey and Oprah. You girls are all so wonderful. Whereas the truth, which really true will set you free, why don't men like me? Because you're a fat sow. Lose weight. One may be more hurtful, but it is also much more productive. That's what we specialize here at AssholeConsulting.com. Dear Aaron, I'm a recent engineering grad. I just got an offer for an engineering position. The offer is $40,000, significantly below what most engineers start out at for the same position. 60 to 65K a year. Cost of living is above average. On the other hand, I will happily take this offer as I know it will be a lot easier and more pleasant to network, work on my presentation, interviewing skills, look for a job while I'm living on my own in the city, than living in my hometown with my parents. Also, I can make new friends, fuck bitches, and date nice girls. Oh, you young boys think it's just as simple as going to Walmart. On the other hand, I just don't know if taking this offer means shooting myself in the foot. They gave me a week to decide. Salary is non-negotiable. I know in engineering employers look at your track record and think, why did this guy work 2/3 of what people usually make, and question whether I am a capable engineer. Also, the salary is on par with that of a technician. While the job description sounds good, I have been in a situation where a company was advertising an engineering position, but then during the interviewer called it an engineering tech. Yeah, welcome to corporate America. They look, when corporate America hires from colleges, looking at your resume and GPA and degree is merely a formality. What they really do, and you don't know they're doing this at colleges and universities, they're taking 3D images of your asshole when you sit in the chairs, and then they send these rendered 3D images of all the students' assholes so that corporate employers can look to see how they can fuck them in those assholes. And that's how colleges are. You didn't know about the butt scanning 3D technology. It existed many years ago. But trust your old brother Cappy here. That is off a death sentence if you're in the position for a year or longer. It would be much harder to walk out of a job when I am bound to an apartment lease. Finally, if an employer isn't willing to pay at or near the median mean starting salary for a position, what makes you think they will be a good or fair employer, or that employees will be quality? Nope. The technician position I mentioned above, the interviewer was very condescending about engineering school and my experience. Well, then fuck her or him. I had another interview for an internship that turned out to be unpaid when I got there. Oh yeah, then you quit, you walk. The interviewer the whole time was playing Candy Crush on his phone. Dude, these are signs of ding shitmobile employers. You don't have anything to do with this. Is like a girl talking on a phone on a date. Like, yeah, fine, see ya. Thus, I'm afraid the employer is not going to give a good reference or treat me with respect if they aren't willing to pay me what I'm worth. I have heard horror stories of abusive employers who gave former employees bad references to keep them from moving out of the job. Yeah. I should also add that my resume isn't terrible and can send you a copy. Don't need it. On most weeks, I get multiple interviews a week. There you go. All right, so the fish are biting. That's fine. You're doing good. I've been going to mock interviews and plan to take advantage of my career center by doing multiple mock interviews a week. Good. Should I take this position? If so, should I stick with the company and hope for raises, or should I be on the lookout for better opportunities? If I should stick with this company, how long should it be before I... So I'm not even going to get to it. I'm not even going to get to it. No. And do you think this position is a thinly veiled technician position looking for an educated tech? Yeah, I think. Dude, do not take this job. Do not take this job for multiple reasons. One, the disrespectful behavior of the interviewer. I'm going to gather that the interviewer was not an engineer, and therefore they probably said, find somebody with these qualifications. We're too busy. So that's also an indication that the management or your supervisor or the hiring manager, the person you're going to be working and answering to, he or she didn't have any interest in putting together their own team. So that's piss poor management right there. But above all else, look, the one thing I like about the millennials, except you don't have this trait or quality, you have all the other qualities and traits we wish you guys had, is that they're lazy. And you really have to pay them what they're worth. Otherwise, no, I'm going to live at home with my parents. And that's exactly what you should do. One of the biggest mistakes I did was taking a job out of college because it was a job. And they lied in the title, they lied in the description of the job, and like you, and then I ended up in the piss poor position of having a lease that I couldn't, I had to stick with these assholes. And they lied about, it was bullshit. This was a bullshit job. I could do it in the 5th grade. That's how simple it was. It was clerical. But no, you don't know. 40,000, no. Fuck you, pay me. That's how simple it is. Fuck you, pay me. And what I've never understood on older generations, including my own, is they're always like, we should get paid more, we deserve it, no, it's the corporation. You can say no. You can say fuck you, no. And the unemployment rate is I think it's under 5%, it's in the 4s. It's a tight labor market for those participating in it, and you have an engineering background, and you're getting multiple interviews. Fuck them, no. But you're like, well, it's the only vagina that's offered herself to me so far, and she's fat, and I think I see some boils around there, and I don't know, is that a penis coming up? Well, it's a job. Have some self-respect. Say fuck you, no. Well, don't say that, but don't even call them back. If they're playing Candy Crush, and this whole thing, you got a week to decide, fuck you, fuck them, fuck that. Dude, and you're not going to go to the big city and fuck bitches and get laid, all right? Just knock that shit off right there. Hold out for a better job. Keep working, get what it's worth for you to, and if it's in a high cost living area, 40 grand is nothing. You're fucked. There's no way I would take that job. All right. You guys got questions? Your older brother of America, even though you may not be in America, if you're English speaking, and you want the captain to give you the advice that your absentee father never gave you because your mom divorced him or didn't know who he was. I think it's Joe or Bob or Fred, but I love you. You're the most important thing in my life. That's why I made sure there was no father around. If you have no father around, you're like, shit, I gotta learn this quick. Well, we can do that at Asshole Consulting. As long as I can yell and curse at you and not dick around and try and be nice, we can get to the truth very quickly. We can help the kids out. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.